Hi, we're at Cherry Rock. We're here with Totally Unicorn. So you guys started today. Is it too hard to be that sober? Well,
It was a little bit hard. It's the first time I played sober, and I don't even remember.
do you feel like it's an exciting time to be this kind of wacky band?
It's exciting for us.
And for all the unsuspecting victims that walk into a show and don't realise why they've spent $20 and then go, oh, this is either the worst idea of my life or this is the best idea of my life.
It was really great today because this is like a totally different crowd to we normally play to. Lots of dads. Massive dad crowd, which I am so down with. But yeah, it was great. They love it. They love it.
What is your best dad joke?
What's ET short for?
What?
Because he's got short legs.
We're here at Cherry Rock with the delightful child. So you guys have done 3 Cherry Rocks. What's the best part?
The vibe is unmistakably all of its own.
It's big. It's definitely as James would like to put it, it's probably the biggest party of the year, especially for us long hairs and rock and roll lovers and all of that. It's like it's
Long
me,
Serious question. Did anyone get pregnant during the making of Blue Side? Because it feels like that kind of blues might have done that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's possible. It's
Well, Michael missed his period, but it turned out okay in the end.
It was all right. It was something to do with the pill. It wasn't anything to do with the music. So.
It just feels a bit like living on the Led Zeppelin plane for about a week. Hi, we're here at Cherry Rock with the delightful gang from Amyl and The Sniffers. How did you guys get together? Tell us a story.
Well, originally we all lived together and we just got home and we're like, let's record, write and make a band. So we just got home 4 hours, we recorded our first EP as well as writing it. We put it out the next day and then we played a gig the next weekend. That was a year ago.
That day I worked at Big W and I was still wearing my work uniform and they were like, here, grab the guitar. And they already had 3 songs or 2 songs done.
Anything done?
Nothing?
No.
All right, well, there you go.
It's a kick-ass EP. How did Amyl get involved?
Well, my name's Amy Louise and the boys are like club rats, so they sniffed a lot of Amyl.
So they support that.
Yeah.
Can solvents make your night better?
Absolutely. Yeah, they make your night the best.
Proof, baby. A bloke out there comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder, he pulls out a little bottle and he goes, I've had this since 1995. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I've been keeping it in a fridge. It's been in 3 different fridges. And I was like, fuck, I was born in 1996. That Amyl's older than me.
So you got kind of a Sharpie vibe. Can you tell us a bit about your whole visual experience?
Our main influence, I guess, is all 70s sort of music and 70s, and we're Australian, and 70s Australia is Sharpies.
I like the mateship of it. I like that, stick together and look out for each other. I like it because it's tough.
Tough girls. Like Wendy O. Williams and Plasmatics. You got like a Wendy O. Williams kind of vibe. Like, yeah, dude, she's the best.
I need to show my titty.
You guys have been doing a bit of touring. Have you travelled around the world, some world times? What's the vibe been in the international sphere? It's round.
Good. It's all been good so far.
In Europe and stuff as well. There's a kind of particularly, Australian rock and roll sounds that, it's kind of been around since like the 60s with like the colour balls and that kind of stuff, and all through like Masters Apprentices, and it's still there. And there's something about Australian rock and roll that is really different to how other people do it. And I think that in Europe they respond really well to that and they love it.
How do Australians do it differently?
I reckon it's pub rock, and we bring our the culture is in our music.
If you could be transported to any place in time, what would it be?
I'd like to be transported to Sunbury Festival 1973. I know in 1974 everyone booed Queen off of stage, and then Madder Lake, a Melbourne band, came on, and everyone went real hard for the Melbourne band, so good on them supporting the local scene. And then in 75, I heard the roadies of Deep Purple tried to beat up AC/DC, and they were asking people from the crowd to come and help them out.
Talking to the guys from the Celibate Rifles, and they were talking about how the way using old analog amps actually affected the way it actually physically affected people in the crowd. Like they were like, well, digital signals we interpret differently with our bodies, but when they were big fucking violent giant analog fucking amps, like people actually felt it more primally. And
that's it. I mean, you know, people go, you think that there's a lot of amp worship that comes with heavy music these days. I mean, you know, we use it as a tool, not as a, you know, a stage prop or just the fact of like, look how tough we are. We've got these huge amps and stuff. It's more of the fact of like, you know, you can actually penetrate, you know, into somebody. And that's the idea.
Casually with music.
Yeah, it's a loaded comment.
Casual penetration.
Everyone likes it.
You know, if anybody listened to anything Hendrix said, you know, that's what he was all about. He was like, I want to make vibrations change people.
Has been the most receptive crowd and the hardest crowd?
People in Brisbane are always just like,
I thought that was Sydney.
Brisbane always have the craziest people as well,
Oh,
so it's like a mixture
Yeah.
of. I love them all.
That's good.
It's responsive, maybe like Tasmania, because everybody in Tasmania is fucked up. Like they get fucking drunk. Hey, they get so drunk. I met a dude who was like didn't even have pants on, but had like holsters for like cap guns. In the middle of the fucking day.
That's fucking wild.
What a cap gun was.
Like it's funny with us, we've always got this kind of thing where it's like you get to a gig and it's like obviously let's have fun, it's gonna be great, and then you know the hardcore scene is all like tough bros, and there's always like every show there's always that one like person who's like what is fucking
How did you fall in love with the blues?
You know, in all honesty, it was literally the first time I heard Red House by Hendrix when I was about 15 years old. I was like, what is he doing with his guitar there? I know rock music, but what's this thing? What's this thing? What's this thing?
It's like an egoless thing as well, like how like humble and shit he was. Like just, you know, when you look at real dickwads just banging on about how awesome they are, it's like Hendrix was like the greatest and he never thought he was the greatest.
Like every time he was asked, he'd be like, you know, so how's it feel to be the greatest guitar player in the world? He's like, I don't know, ask Rory Gallagher.
Who are your singer things that you like?
My singer things? I like Nancy Sinatra, I like Dolly Parton, I like Lemmy, and I like Bon Scott. I like Angry Anderson, but he's kind of a racist cunt now.
Yeah, it's a problem, eh?
Yeah, so like, I don't know, it's kind of like fuck off, but I'm also like, you're really good. But yeah, I think Dolly Parton's probably the best.
Dude, Dolly Parton is such an OG badass diva. Like, you could be the next Dolly Parton.
I wouldn't say no.
Your whole thing, did you like see someone else do it and go, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do that? Like when I sing in a band, I'm gonna do that. Like I'm gonna take off my shirt and I'm gonna touch everyone. And
Funny story is like when first started the band, we played a show and I didn't bring a belt to wear. So we were playing and my pants kept falling down. I was like, fuck it, I'll just take my pants off. So that's where the undies thing came from. And I just kept going with that. And I'm like, unicorn, maybe I'll tie-dye a pair and blah, blah, blah. That went on from there. No, no.
you just did it.
Can you be quiet, I said? Stop talking. This is a fucking emotional one.
What's next on the frontier?
We're doing a little tour with the Frenzal Roms. And July and August.
We're going to go spend Monday crying because this has been so much drinking for the last 4 days. It's gonna,
Really?
Yeah.
I won't be crying.
Speaking of crying, I was so hungover the other day. I watched Sing and I cried 3 times on the plane. Sing, it's got the emotional
really
depth of
gonna
a
cry?
baby's pool.
Were you high?
No, I was really horny, but I was really emotional. So I was like,
depressed.
it was a really strange place to be, especially watching a children's movie.
What is your best hangover cure?
Just drink more.
It's beer or breakfast food.
Yes.
My friend Soph, I saw her ages ago. She bought a beer on a wheat bix for breakfast.
Not for me.
Does Satan factor into that you won't drink beer for breakfast?
Yeah.
Is it mainly Satan related?
Yeah, no, Satan said that you're not allowed to have breakfast.
The biggest piece of wisdom I can give everyone at home is just to be happy and enjoy life. Shit gets bad. Like, it's fine. You know, in the end, you've got friends, you've got family, and you've got people that can support you. This is a public service announcement from Drew from Totally Unicorn. And scene.